You can do everything right and still not get clients. I wasted over 2 years learning this the hard way because most advice is designed to keep you busy, not booked. That's why I'm not here to add more to your plate. I'm gonna show you 5 things to stop doing so that you can actually grow a real coaching business and hit your first 10K month. Let's start with the first mistake, because it's why most people will probably scroll past your content and never DM you or click to book a call. You're being the pumpkin spice latte of the coaching world. Familiar, but forgettable. Even if you don't have a coaching package yet, the way that you talk about what you do probably sounds like everybody else. I want to help people feel confident again. I'm a life coach. I help you with mindset. I get it. That is how I started too. I used to say that I was a Microsoft Excel coach for everyone. I thought if I keep it broad, I will attract more people. Spoiler alert, I didn't. Because in business, vague doesn't sell, specificity does. Here's the good news. You don't need to be louder. You just need to be clear about who you help, what you help them do, and how you help them do it. Let's break it down with an example. Let's say that you're thinking about becoming a health coach. The pumpkin spice version, I'm a weight loss coach. But the version that actually gets paid, I help busy moms lose the baby weight faster by building movement into their everyday routine. Big difference, right? That second version doesn't just describe what she does, it sells it. That's how you go from being invisible to finally being paid. So what makes that second version work? It hits all 3 parts of what I call a 5K coaching offer. Part 1, a specific person, not women, busy moms, so that the right person hears it and goes, whoa, wait, that's me. Part 2, a clear result, not feel better. Lose the baby weight faster, something that's tangible, desirable, and urgent. Part 3, your unique method, by building movement into their everyday routine. That's not just a how, it's your approach. It's the reason someone chooses you over another coach. And if you're still figuring this out, don't worry. That's exactly what I help you build step by step inside my program, Employee to Entrepreneur. But even just hearing about this right now, it can shift everything. And that brings us to stop number 1. Stop being generic, start being specific. Because when your message is clear, your ideal clients start to feel it. This person gets me, they can help me, I am paying attention. And that's how you start getting noticed. High five to that. But visibility alone doesn't create income. That's where mistake number 2 comes in. And it's one that I see even the smartest, most hardworking new coaches make. You finally put yourself out there. You get someone interested. And then when they ask, how does this work? You panic and you default to, you get 12 calls and email support for $2,000. Hey, I've done it too. Because nobody tells you how to talk about your offer in a way that actually sells it. So you fall back on listing the features, the number of sessions, the customer service, the worksheets. But here's the problem. That's like selling your coaching like a latte. And yes, I know we're heavy on the coffee metaphors today. I'm on my 4th cup, so no regrets. And actually, while we're talking about it, comment your favorite coffee order below. Mine is currently a lavender oat milk latte. But when you sell your coaching package like a latte, this many calls, this much access, you're training your clients to see your coaching as a commodity because you're charging based on the ingredients. 12 calls, a splash of email support, $2,000. So naturally, clients start doing the math. I don't really need 12 calls. Can I just pay for half? That's what happens when you sell your time instead of your transformation. Stop number 2, start selling your value. Because when someone hires a coach, they're not just buying hours on your Google Calendar. They're buying you, your experience, your insight, your energy, your ability to help them get real results. So instead, focus on the value of the outcome, like that $20,000 raise, the dream relationship, the weight loss, the public speaking confidence. That's what they're paying for. All you need to do is ask yourself, when someone finishes working with me, what are they walking away with? That's what makes your coaching irreplaceable and why people will gladly pay for it full price. The only thing left, learning how to talk about the value of your offer in a way that makes someone say, oh my gosh, I need this. When can we start? Here's the thing, whether a coach is making $0, $5,000, or $10,000 a month, they're doing a lot of the same things. Posting content, talking to people, coaching clients. So what separates the ones barely scraping by from the ones hitting consistent 10K months? Revenue leaks. And stop number 3 is the biggest one. Stop speaking to everyone. Start speaking to the person that you can actually help. Let's be real. If you're out there yelling on a street corner, hey, I can help everyone lose weight, who's gonna stop by and say, OMG, yes, this is exactly what I've been looking for? No one. Because when you try and appeal to everyone, you don't sound like a coach, you sound like a billboard. Now flip it. Imagine hiring a coach who feels like they are inside your head. The coach who puts words to your pain so clearly, you feel relief just reading their post. In fact, Put yourself in your ideal client's shoes, or rather, their pajamas. It's 3 a.m. They are lying in bed, wide awake, staring at the ceiling, spiraling. What's keeping them up? What thoughts are running through their head? What exact words are they using to themselves, in their journals, with their best friends? For the people I help, it's that moment in the cubicle when you think, oh my God, is this seriously what I'm gonna be doing for the next 20, 30 years? There has to be more than this. If you've had that moment and now you're trying to build a business so that you can spend more time with your family and actually live the life that you dreamed of in that moment, then yes, I can help you turn your skills into a thriving coaching business. Compare that messaging to, I can help anyone build their dream business. You've forgotten about that before you've even scrolled past it. And if your brain is whispering, but won't getting specific limit me? Let me lovingly say, that is the wrong question. Specificity doesn't limit you. It magnetizes the people who actually need you and helps them realize that you are the one they've been looking for. This is where real demand begins. But even with awesome messaging reaching the right people, most of them still won't be ready to buy yet. And that's where a lot of new coaches get discouraged and give up too soon. But here's the truth that you need to hear. 80% of sales happen after 5 or more follow-ups. That means that if you quit early, you are literally walking away from the majority of your potential income. I call that in-between period the follow-up gap. That frustrating stretch in between someone being interested in what you have to offer and actually being ready to say yes. That brings us to stop number 4. Stop quitting before your clients are ready. Start building systems that keep you in the game. Now, I get it. Even hearing the phrase follow-up can make your skin crawl. It definitely made me feel pushy. Certified introvert here. I used to think, oh, I don't want to bother them. They would have signed up already if they were interested, right? But here's the problem. People aren't ignoring you. They're just human, busy, distracted, overwhelmed. Blame it on TikTok or your toddler. Or in my case, a very clingy German Shepherd. And I've been on the other side too. I've ghosted my own dreams more times than I can count. Not because I didn't want it, but I thought that silence meant rejection. But now I know better. I'm thinking of a client who followed me for 10 years before buying. She read all of my emails every week for a decade before one day she finally hit buy. That's how long the timeline can be. Not to say that it always has to be that long, but the point is, when you get a no, or worse, nothing at all, don't take it as rejection. Take it as information. Here's the shift that I want you to make. Your job isn't to convince anyone. It's to stay in the game long enough so that you are there when they're ready. That means showing up, getting better, and bridging that follow-up gap strategically. And the best way I know to do that, take the emotion out. Put your strategist hat on. Ask, what could I do better? Where did I lose them? How can I guide someone across that gap? And if following up still makes you want to close your laptop and hide, try my favorite move. I call it the soft follow-up. This is a gentle way to keep you top of mind without feeling salesy. Hey, I just shared a new piece of content that I thought you might find helpful. I remembered that we talked about this topic on our call, and this made me think of you. This template brought in 3 of my first 20 clients because I didn't give up. I just kept reaching across that follow-up gap. But I've got a giant caveat for you here. Not everyone is worth the follow-up gap. I know that might sound harsh, but it is true. This is a trap that I see so many new coaches fall into, giving all their time and energy to people who are never gonna buy in the first place. Which brings us to stop number 5. Stop chasing maybes. Start protecting your energy for the people who are ready. Now, here's the difference. When you're just starting out, yes, you should be talking to a lot of people. In the beginning, your time is your most available asset. You're trying to build confidence, gain traction, get anyone to give you the time of day. And that's totally okay. But if you've already signed even 1 client, then it's time to shift. You're not just offering free calls to anyone who's curious. You're inviting the right people into intentional sales conversations. And if you're serious about building a 10K a month coaching business, that distinction matters a lot because your time isn't free anymore. Your energy isn't free. And your business certainly won't grow by coaching everyone for free forever. So how do you know who's worth following up with? Here's what I tell my clients. If someone doesn't match at least 3 of these 4 signals, they match your ideal client profile, they're using real specific language to describe their pain, they've engaged meaningfully, not just like to post, they've shown any buying signals, interest, timing, urgency, they're probably not ready. And that's okay. Let them go with love. Because when you stop chasing maybes, you free up time to start attracting the people who are already looking for you. People who are already saying, I don't know why, but I feel like this person just gets me. And when those people reach out, that's when selling becomes easy. But how do you actually get that first yes? Not from chasing or waiting, but from knowing exactly where to show up and what to say when you get there. That's what I walk you through in the next video. How and where to find your very first client, including the mindset shift that makes sales feel simple, even if you've never done it before. You've got the clarity, now let's go get the client.